Isn't life so amazing? Sometimes it can get crazy, but hey, that's okay. We've got another day to make mistakes and say sorry. There's no sense in our worry, 'cause all we can do is try our best to make it through.
Hi everyone, Sandy here. Welcome to my channel. Today's video, I am doing a little how-to or how I use dispensers, glue dispensers, and my favorite glue, and also going to share a little story with you, what my cat and I call the nightmare of glue dispensers and what happened to us. So stay tuned for that. And if you want more crafting tips or tutorials on craft projects, click subscribe and the bell, and let's get crafty together. Video is a little different than what I normally do. It's not a project. It is just a um, information, I guess you would say, about my opinion, which are certainly my own opinions and not necessarily the opinion of others, and it may be right or wrong, but it's for me. And I thought some of you might want to know why I use what I use for my projects. And I wanted to tell you a little story about me and glue and dispensers and my cat. Now, the cat's not here to share the story, so I'm going to do it for him. Anyway, I have a love-hate relationship with glue dispensers. I absolutely love Art Glitter Glue. It's a designer adhesive that dries clear, and I do get my glue from Country Craft Creations. Now, Art Glitter is the name that was given by the manufacturer, I believe, because they did sell or do sell glitter, and it's really good to use with glitter or doing glitter lines because it dries clear and it dries pretty fast, and it's a great glue. I really love it with my paper crafts, so this is what I use, and this is what a lot of the designers, I think most of the designers do for Country Craft Creations. So you're going to find several different sizes. This is an 8-ounce refill. And you'll see here I have different size bottles here, and I'm going to go over everything with you. But first, my tale of woe about Art Glitter Glue and my cat. So I'm always searching for the dispenser or method to dispense the glue that works best for me. And I had come across several years ago a video about using a silicone baby nipple on your glue bottle instead of this. And it was put on with foam and said to work great, and it did work great until it clogged. And I squeezed it really hard to get the glue to come through the nipple, and it exploded. And it went all over my project and all over my cat, who was sleeping down on the floor below the desk. It was a mess. Had to quickly clean the cat up first, salvage the project that I could, and I took that nipple off and threw it away. So you see this. This is not a nipple. This is specifically made for glue, and I kind of like it. So I'm going to go over the different dispensers and why I've evolved from each one of them and what I basically use now. So when you order your Art Glitter Glue, and I don't have one here because I don't keep them. They come with a black, I don't see one here. They come with a black cap on like this, but it also has a little nozzle. But the tip of it, the opening on the nozzle is very, very thick. So it's much too thick for paper crafting, in my opinion. So I take those off, or they usually come with, I think from Country Craft Creations, a fine tip, or you can buy the fine tip. It's a little silver metal tip that pushes on. But I don't like that. It clogs, and you have to put a pin in it, and the pin has to be stainless steel to keep it from clogging. And if you leave it sitting very long while you're working, it clogs, and sometimes you can't get it out. You have to take it out. You have to go wash it with hot water. You have to use a little brush, which I have some of those here. They're dental cleaning brushes for your gum thingies. Got that little brush there. It works great for cleaning things like that, by the way. So I have those to use, but I hate those little tips. I get rid of the black tips. I don't use the silver tips anymore. From that, I evolved to this one, which the manufacturer that made these no longer went out of business or whatever, retired or something. And I liked it, okay, but I'll show you. You have to unscrew it, screw it, unscrew it. Okay, and pull out this little pin thing here. And it comes with two different sizes. I don't know, I think this is the fine tip. It's a pink one inside that you have to assemble. So let's see if we can get some glue out of this. See how it clogs up on me? And I'd had it working, what, 40 minutes ago. So I take a long stainless steel pin that I purchased and I try to get it going again. And it won't. So I have to probably take it off and clean it up. Maybe there's some coming. See how hard I'm squeezing? This does not make me happy at all. And then when I'm done using it, you've got to kind of clean that off. You've got to try to get this wobbly thingy in here, or use your long pin, which can get stuck too. Get that back in there and screw it back on, screw it back on, screw it back on. So I don't like using that. I did, but I don't anymore. Okay. This I purchased, I think, on Amazon. I can't remember the name of it. I will try to find the name of it and link it below. I still use it sometimes for bigger projects. I'll show you why. You have to poke a hole or cut the hole to make it come out. So let's see if it will come out now. Probably not. And this is made to fit on the bottle, so it's not going to explode but it does dry up in there. Explode like that nipple did with me and the cat. At least I hope not. So shake it down and then I get it out. See how it comes out big? But if you're doing a big area and you want the silicone to kind of spread it out, well, that works great for that. For detailed stuff, not so much, but for smearing out big areas. So that's why I have one of these. And this dries, seals it up, and then you just peel it off. So that works pretty good. I like that pretty good. Okay. Then we moved on to, everyone is raving about this. My Sweet Petunias gun holder. Can't remember what it's called. It comes with Nuvo glue and an empty bottle, which I filled with art glitter glue. This has art glitter glue in it. It comes with tips, a medium and a fine, and I think this one is a fine, because if I don't use the fine one on it, if I use the medium one, I think my art glitter glue is a thinner glue than the Nuvo glue. And when you put it on your dispenser like this, which this is great, I mean, it's there ready to go, it will start leaking out, and it will leak out all over the dispenser thing, okay? I don't like that. So I'm using the really fine one, and it will clog up sometimes. You have to make sure it's sitting in there right, but it works pretty good. People love the way it comes out. I've used it a lot. You've seen me use it a lot in my videos. Would I recommend it for the cost? Not if you want art glitter glue. If you want to use the Nuvo glue, but those come in smaller containers. Do I have one still here somewhere I haven't used? Yeah. So this is the size that it comes. And it doesn't dry fast, and your paper will slide on you if you use it. So I use the empty bottle, fill it with art glitter glue, and there you go. You do get a thin little line with it pretty much, and you don't have to squeeze too terribly much until it starts getting empty. It does come with a little needle thing in there, shorter one. Still have to line that up, screw that on, and set that aside. So that, I do like that. I still use that, but this is what I'm doing lately. This is my glue thing. On Etsy, I ordered some other bookbinding tools, and they had this little bottle, kind of pricey, this little bitty bottle. It was empty, and a funnel. The funnel, you've got to have the funnel if you're going to use this. Now, why do I like this? Because it doesn't have a label on it. I like the smoothness of it. As I use my art glitter glue with the label, it gets gunky and nasty and crinkly, and rough feeling, and I just don't like that. I just don't like it. So I'm always changing out my bottle. This I like. I like the size of it, and it comes with a little silicone tip or cover lid that keeps it from drying out. So let's see if it works. I used it earlier today, and see, there it goes. And I can let it sit. It doesn't have a real long one. Every now and then it will dry if I let it sit too long without the cap on. So I don't put the cap on every time. Now, this can get kind of annoying, this little thing hanging there. What I do is I just kind of gently pull out where it's got the ring around the neck, and I kind of tuck it in when I'm doing a project for a long time, and that way it's out of my way. See, kind of looped up there. Does a nice thin little dots if I want to. I like that. And if it gets clogged, then I still use my long pin that I have here, keep it handy, and just kind of clean it. I didn't have as far to clean, so I get it clean. And it's easy to fill with a funnel. You've got to have a funnel, you can't do it. So this comes off. I'm going to put the cap, the silicone, it's just got a little hole in it, and you just pop it on. So you take this off, and I fill it for every project. Usually I only have to fill it once for a project, for an album project, maybe twice, but it's really no big deal. So I take my refill here. I have shaken this up really good. This little funnel goes over the bottle like that, and I just pour a little bit in at a time, not a whole bunch at a time, just kind of down into that hole. And when it comes up like that, I tap it, and I kind of gently squeeze and let the air pull it down inside. But if you've got the funnel, you're not going to make a big mess, and just make sure you don't overfill it. So I'm going to just put a little more in it and let it go. And then I make sure I clean off the rim of my refill bottle. And so you can buy bigger refills. I think the 16 ounce, the 8 ounce for sure, the 16 ounce at Country Craft Creations. See, it's just sitting there, so I like to get the air going. It's kind of intriguing there to see the bubbles going. And then once it's gone in, I just kind of let it sit and drain, and then I will clean my little funnel out. So that's where I'm at with my glue dispensers. Still love my art glitter glue. Don't get me wrong on that. This is the glue that I love to use. I just have issues with the dispensers. I have a love-hate relationship. So does my cat. Doesn't like it when things explode. This one, again, is great for bigger areas that I want to get glue out. This bottle is kind of low, is why it's not coming out really fast. And just mirror it around with the tip of this. So if you're wanting to know where I got this, I believe I got it on Amazon. I'll try to find the name of it. I had it on a little piece of paper for ages, and then I gradually threw it away. And then I will see if I can find the link to this. But you can find these little bottles anywhere. You can find them on Amazon. You can buy several of them. Make sure you get the one that has the little silicone lid to it, cap, with the loop that fits around the neck of your little bottle, and get you a little funnel that fits with it. If you see one that comes with a funnel, that's the one you want to get. So anyway, that's my video for today, my tips that I wanted to share. I don't have tips very often. Sometimes I share them in my tutorials, but when I do, I'll come on and have a video. So me and my cat Fizzy, we want to say, hey, thank you for watching. And if you want more crafty videos, so tutorials and everything, be sure to click subscribe and the bell, and let's get crafty together. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.